Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and it seems that we have a new Ahsoka reveal from Hera Syndulla actress Mary Elizabeth Winstead. We're gonna go ahead and hop right on into it. In this video, we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. I also have our merch shop linked down there as well, so go check it out. As a read, Hera actress Mary Elizabeth Winstead in the Ahsoka series revealed one particular challenge that she's faced bringing the iconic character to life in Lucasfilm's Ahsoka. Hera Syndulla was first introduced in the animated series Star Wars Rebels, with Rosario Dawson's Disney Plus epic being the character's live-action debut. And so, ahead of the show's premiere, Winstead revealed that this older version of Hera Syndulla is something of a legend and has become even more of a maternal leader. From what fans have seen across the first 7 episodes of the series, the actress was right on the money. But according to Winstead, despite having Vanessa Marshall's voice performance as a template, as she was the voice actress for Hera originally in the Rebels animated show, it wasn't an easy task bringing the highly respected New Republic general to life. And so, in a new interview with Entertainment Weekly on its Dagobah Dispatch podcast, which was likely recorded prior to the SAG-AFTRA strike, of course, Mary Elizabeth Winstead revealed that playing the character of Hera Syndulla in the Ahsoka series presented her with a unique challenge. First, Winstead was asked if she did her homework ahead of joining the Ahsoka cast, to which she had confirmed that she had watched all 4 seasons of the Star Wars Rebels animated series. This put her in the unique spot of having already a fully fleshed out character before she was ever even involved, saying that, in quote, "I did, and I mean that was such a fantastic thing to get to have all 4 seasons of something to work with in terms of a backstory, you know? Usually you're trying to come up with your own backstory to fill out a character and make them more interesting or more real to you." I mean, that quote right there. Of course, essentially into the regards of like having an already pre-established character is more easier than trying to carve out your own character, like a new character that's never really been seen before on screen, especially in like such an expansive universe and franchise of what Star Wars has become today. The actress then revealed that after watching the Rebels animated show, it became a different challenge of stepping into some shoes that have already been filled, saying that, in quote, "So after 4 seasons of watching Rebels, those characters are real already, so it becomes a different challenge of stepping into some shoes that have already been filled in one way and kind of bringing them into a literally different dimension and trying to bring myself to that and also marry it with what has already been done in the cartoon." So that was interesting to take that with me, but also let that go so I could carry it forward myself. Ending that quote right there, essentially saying, like, yeah, it's big shoes to fill, like this is an already pre-established character, as I had mentioned, so it's big shoes to fill for taking this character on, continuing on the legacy and the story of this character, and then also in a different quote-unquote dimension or a different medium of having this character now in live action, but then also like recognizing the past of this character and like it's already pre-established kind of a narrative here overall, and then bringing that forward. Like, what does it mean for Hera Syndulla to push forward and continue on her overall narrative moving forward in the Ahsoka series and in the overall Mandoverse? And so, when asked what it was about Hera that had appealed to the actress most, she pointed out how she's such a strong leader and fighter while also being so maternal and nurturing, also saying that, in quote, "What I love about her is that she's such a strong leader and fighter, and she's also so maternal and nurturing at the same time. We don't often see that depicted on screen. We see army generals being these very masculine, hard figures, and Hera has that, but she also has this softness to her. She really wants her crew to be loved and looked after, and at the same time, she's pushing them to be better, and to basically sacrifice whatever they need to do for the greater good." So I thought that it was a really interesting combination and something that was very aspirational, and I was excited to try and represent all of those things in that character. Ending that quote right there, of course, not just being that maternal or that nurturing kind of figure to her son Jacen Syndulla that we've seen so far throughout the Ahsoka series, which I've absolutely loved. I can't wait to see more of him moving forward. Not just being that kind of mothering kind of figure to him, like, because you know that's her son, but to like other characters like her crew. And especially now thinking back on that, especially even when we just see her like with the other X-Wing pilots when they're going off to the planet of Seotis with Carson Teva, she still has this kind of nurturing or this maternal kind of feeling to her overall character, but at the same time, she's there to get a job done. She has that kind of more masculine or that harder kind of strong leader and fighter to her at the same time as well. So this year all being said, honoring Hera while bringing something new to the table is something that we've seen unfold so far with the character of Hera Syndulla, and I feel, as for one, I think I may speak for many of us Star Wars fans out there, that there's so much more to bring with this character going forward in the overall Mando-verse, whether that's future potential seasons of the Ahsoka series with a potential season 2, a potential season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett. Star Wars Skeleton Crew is said to be the next big live action and addition to the Mando-verse show here that would be coming out next year in 2024, or even Rangers of the New Republic. Of course, I think as we already all know, Rangers of the New Republic was supposed to be a show on Disney Plus, of course, set within the Mandoverse that really focused on the New Republic, like it's in the name. So, of the overall characters of Carson Teva, Hera Syndulla, and Gina Carano's Cara Dune, but she was fired. That there ultimately had put a capstone on this overall project, but a lot of Star Wars fans think that there is, of course, still a lot of potential with that show, and a lot would love to see it like actually go into something and go forward and have it come off the shelf and see it actually expand. So, what was previously known that Mary Elizabeth Winstead watched all of the Star Wars Rebels animated show ahead of the time, fans will always appreciate being reminded of the dedication the actress has put forth. Winston clearly cared about honoring Hera's character, as she was initially conceived, while also making sure to leave room to inject her own performance into this older iteration of the character. Needless to say, she's done a fantastic job so far, at least from what we've seen. Her approach is far different than some others who have previously helped bring a Star Wars character from animation to live action. One example of that would be Rupert Friends as the Grand Inquisitor in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. For that role, the actor actively avoided watching any of the character's previous appearances within the Rebels animated show, instead of looking to bring to life what was already on the page. Needless to say, that method was questionable at best, and led to a fairly forgettable adaptation of the villain. Thankfully, other actors like Rosario Dawson and Natasha Liu Bordizzo had approached their roles in a familiar and similar fashion to how Winston did. Both of them were able to maintain consistency with their characters while also making room for their own unique touch. And so, when it comes to Hera, hopefully, Ahsoka is only the start of Winston's time in that role. Perhaps she'll become a leading character in Dave Filoni's big Mandoverse crossover film that was announced a little bit earlier this year at Star Wars Celebration. Needless to say, there's so much more to see with this overall character. I'm here for it, and I can't wait to see it. This year all being said, guys, I want to know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about Hera so far in the overall Ahsoka series, especially as we're approaching the finale with episode 8 here already? I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions and theories in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.